Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Booth Review. So, we are going to be reviewing Marriage Story from Netflix.
Yeah.
So, this is about Kylo Ren divorcing Black Widow. For you who don't know that is Adam Driver and
Made a bunch of money.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
So, it kind of takes... So, Adam Driver's character, Charlie, he is like a genius play director. Right? Screenplay?
Correct.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And Scarlett Johansson.
Stage director, yeah.
ScarJo. She is in the play, and they're married.
She's an actress, yeah.
So, I think that's how they met, right? Is that how they met in the movie?
She was an actress in LA, did a couple, I guess, subpar movies, moved to New York, where she met Charlie, Adam Driver's character.
Yeah.
And he was a screenwriter, and they did a play together.
Yeah, they hit it off.
Yeah.
So it starts with, it's her last night in their production of their play there, and he always has notes, no matter what time it is. And even though it's her very last one, she's like, "Give me the notes, Charlie." And so he's like, "You should have did this and this," and you'll find out like he's always a very nitpicky person, and he always like thinks like things can be fixed, and it's kind of, I don't want to say sweet, but he wants everything to be perfect. Right. And I mean, for me, I understand that, but
type A personality kind of guy.
But it's kind of nice. But then you see kind of how it goes, and they have this cute little son who is in the middle of everything, and so Scarlett Johansson's character moves back home to LA, so that leaves Adam Driver's character Charlie in New York, and so then they're trying to figure out custody, and then there's a whole big thing about the custody, and now he's in California, and so then he has to go to California to try to get custody, and there's lawyers, and
it's not so much a marriage story. It's a divorce story.
It really should have been called Divorce Story, because
it's not going to draw you in.
It's just like
because that's kind of where the movie, right away they're divorcing.
Yep.
It's not you don't lead up to that point.
Yeah.
They are divorcing, and you get to that.
Because
they're separating at least.
Yeah, because they were in counseling. There's like a scene in the beginning, and they had to write each other a letter about why they fell in love with each other. And she was like, "This was really good for you, and like this is one of the steps that I need you guys to take to show like divorce is always about like pointing fingers about who's wrong, and this is really nice like." Tying up everything, like why did I actually fall in love with you, which again I felt like was really sweet and nice.
But they never got to complete those stories to each other. They never got to tell each other their stories about like what they wrote about each other.
Yes, they did.
Not in the beginning,
right? So spoiler alert.
Which might have helped them throughout this movie if they did.
You find out like, so they were trying to get like custody issues, and they wanted to go together, and it's really like just a couple that still really loves each other, but they know they can't be together because it just doesn't work. It's like oil and water. They're just two of the same, and they just butt heads, and
and they want to live in different places.
Yeah,
with one child, and it's impossible.
Yeah,
I mean, you know how impossible long distance relationships would be,
New York,
let alone
and LA.
with no children.
Yeah.
So now, once you have a child involved in the story, and then it just takes it to another level.
And then Laura Dern comes in, and she's a divorce lawyer, and she was amazing, y'all. No wonder she was nominated, because she was phenomenal.
She's very memorable in a movie.
Yes.
That's more about the couple.
Yes.
Than the family, especially, and Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson are both nominated, as they should be.
Right.
But she might be the most memorable part, honestly.
Honestly, I completely agree, because when we were done watching it, we both were like, Laura Dern was amazing in that.
Yeah.
She's got to be nominated. And like when you think about the movie, that's the things that like pop out to me was like her parts.
Yeah.
She has some good lines. She just like had great like grace on the camera, and she was just like, I'm here, and this is what's going to happen, and my name is Nora.
And I think, and I agree, but that's not to take away from Adam or ScarJo, really.
They did really good too.
ScarJo, I think, was phenomenal in this movie. Much like, I mean, all three of them were great.
Yes, agreed.
Dern was at the top of her game.
Yes,
very
agreed.
memorable, and ScarJo I think was right
Yeah.
there too. Honestly, Scarlett Johansson, this is the performance of her career, I think, and at least to this
high
point,
praise.
Yeah, I mean, she's done a lot. She's done really good stuff. I mean, most of it's not like award stuff. Like, she's been Black Widow forever, it seems like.
New movie coming
And
out.
she's not going to get any recognition for that. But thankfully, she did this, and just to kind of showcase her a little bit, and
her different range too.
Yeah,
it's not a like.
Yeah, exactly. Not all just shooting guns at people and stuff like that. And then Adam Driver. Adam Driver is just. He kind of came out of nowhere, really, and this is. I'm like, before he was Kylo Ren.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Before he was Kylo Ren, he started off, I think, on the show Girls on HBO.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think he played the boyfriend. And he's just been going up from there. He's been getting killer role after killer role.
Agreed.
And then he's, Kylo Ren is, you have that under your belt, like
right.
It's just, it's just like any actor, like really with a franchise like Star Wars, with characters like they have. It's just like any actor, like Christian Bale being Batman and what that did for his career. Honestly, think about that for a second. And it's kind of worked the same way in the earlier stages of Adam Driver's career for him.
Yeah, no, I mean, we honestly kind of agreed. Again, not many that we agree on, guys.
I think our grades are going to be different, but we do agree that this is a good movie.
This is middle.
Worth your time,
this is like straight middle of the pack for me for Oscar noms, but it was overall. I liked the story. I liked the actors. I liked pretty much a lot about it. I just liked a lot of other movies more than I like this one.
Well, and the subject matter is kind of difficult too.
Yeah, so I told him at the end, I said, please don't divorce me. I love you no matter what happens. Please don't divorce me after watching this movie.
Like, do we need to write letters about
Yes, because I was like, don't leave me.
And I think that's how the movie's going to affect people differently, especially those who went through something like that.
Yeah.
And I know it has to deal with actors, so it has to deal with people who are on the level, if you will.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's still the same process, and it's the same things you go through if you're getting a divorce or you're going through a separation like that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll hit home for a lot of people. Yeah. Really. But all in all, I thought the movie was great. The score was okay. The music for it. That's one of the scores like it kind of took. It's a good score on its own. Didn't know if it worked with the movie. It worked on a few scenes.
I needed Charlie to nitpick it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. But I mean, and then you have the directing from, and he also wrote this movie, Noah Baumbach.
Mm-hmm.
And this might be his best movie too. I've seen a few movies from him, and
this is what we're saying. Good job, Netflix. Good movie.
Yes, and this is the one I wish they put all their awards, campaigning, and money towards, because this has the best chance of winning anything, especially Laura Dern. I mean, she's a lock at this point for best supporting actress, but
she won the Golden.
Yeah, she's won everything up to this point. But overall, though, I mean, I give this movie an A-, and it's up there for me just because the acting's tremendous. There's a scene where Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver are just going at each other, and it's probably
aggressively,
like arguing at each other and stuff, and it's like maybe 3 or 4 minutes long, but I'm like this.
Yep,
watch, because it's
real.
Yeah,
it's real. It
made me wonder if they were really together going through this, really. And, and that's a testament to them. And so I'm giving it an A- because and the minus is because there's those little things, like little scenes and storylines that didn't make sense. Like Adam Driver had like a razor blade thing going on. And you'll know if you watch the movie, it had nothing to do with anything.
It's supposed to be a magic trick,
right?
But it wasn't. It was
really,
You'll get it.
And then a little bit of the score kind of took me out of it. But other than that, like the acting performances and the writing's fantastic. So I say see it. If you have Netflix, go see it. Turn it on your TV right now, honestly. It's worth it.
I'm gonna give it a B-, so not too different.
Yeah.
Like I said, I loved the actors, I loved the plot line, I loved the story. So I'm gonna say see it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. We agreed.
Yeah.
What? All right.
I thought our grades would be different, but feelings are pretty much the same.
Wait for the next ones, guys.
Yeah.
Wait for the next ones.
We got 3 left.
3 left. Dum dum dum. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have a Oscar nomination video about who we think's gonna win.
Yeah. All right,
guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please, again, comment. We need to see those. See what you think about all these movies that we're reviewing. See how you feel. Even if your opinion's different, we want to hear about it. Hit that thumbs button. Thanks as always. We love making these, and we are on to the next. Bye, guys.